Tensions flared during the summer over what to do about the Roma migration inside the European Union. Some countries and the European Commission criticized France for its expulsions. That's why the European Parliament has organized a hearing with major participation of the EPP Group to decide what next steps to take. On the heels of those controversial expulsions, the hearing focused on ways to encourage the Roma not to migrate in the first place. It drew political leaders from some of the countries with the highest concentrations of Roma. One Hungarian MEP wrote a proposed report on EU strategy for Roma inclusion. She says the root of the problem is a lack of economic opportunity, affecting more than just the Roma.
Underdeveloped microregions in Europe, where 1/3 of the Roma live. Also, this is the population who are in the most vulnerable position all over Europe. This is the biggest minority, but in these areas, the poorest areas of Europe, only 1/3 of the population is of Roma origin, the rest is not Roma origin. So what we are talking about is much more of a poverty issue.
EU Justice Commissioner Viviane Reding, a member of the Roma Task Force, also underlined the need to develop the micro-regions. Juroka added it's up to national authorities to pinpoint where that need exists.
There is also a very important need for the governments to draw these crisis maps and find these areas, open up the different structural funds and the financial help of the EU, use the money much more wisely.
The help, she says, should come from the grassroots as well.
Bring the Roma on board, because this is again something which in policy making and in the political leadership you don't really see. The Roma point of view is not really heard.
There's an economic incentive for countries to help the Roma. Juroka's report cites figures showing that by 2050, more than half the economically active population in Hungary will be Roma. In the long run, the report says, it's cheaper to integrate the Roma than sustain their substandard socioeconomic conditions. How to fight the anti-Roma talk in some countries? Bulgarian MEP Andrei Kovachev, who drafted the opinion on the Roma inclusion strategy, says it's time Europe got past the rhetoric and acted together to solve the issue.
In a Europe of without borders, of free movement, of common area of security, we should have a common approach and do not aim short-term political populistic goals.
That common approach should be a combination of opportunity and law enforcement, says a top Hungarian official whose government will hold the EU presidency next year.
You need jobs, you need education, you need security for these people, and on the other side, you have to control the freedom of traveling that we are not misused. So police control against misuse of rights on the one side, and the other side to give chance for these people also to be happy at home.
Another Parliament report, drafted by an EPP Group lawmaker, urged the EU to devise a comprehensive human rights policy, including direct enforcement. It specifically includes protecting the rights of migrants. With its report on human rights, the Civil Liberties Committee sought to, in its words, strike a balance between rights and solidarity. That, along with calls for more economic development, could be an important step towards solving the very complicated issue of Roma migration. For more information about our group's activities on this and other issues, please have a look at our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.